In 2023, a seemingly harmless daily decision silently siphoned trillions from the global economy. This invisible force, masked by convenience, is eating away at your future, your freedom, and your dreams. What if the very ease you crave is a meticulously crafted trap designed to keep you from true wealth? This isn't just about money, it's about the life you could have lived, stolen one small, convenient choice at a time. Meet Alex. Like most of us, Alex started life believing in the simple exchange of value. He wanted an easier path, a quicker solution, a less complicated existence. But what he didn't realize was that every shortcut came with a hidden toll booth, taking a little more each time, barely noticeable at first. His day began, innocently enough, with a $6 artisanal coffee. It saves time, he'd rationalize. I don't have to brew it myself. This daily ritual, a small luxury, added up to over $1,500 a year, money that could have started an emergency fund or invested for his future. But the immediate gratification felt worth it. Lunch meant a food delivery app. A few clicks, no cooking, no cleanup. The delivery fee, the service charge, the tip, a 30% premium on a meal he could have made for a fraction of the cost. He felt efficient, productive, but his bank balance told a different story. These were just drops in the ocean, Alex thought. Harmless, manageable. But what nobody knew, least of all Alex himself, was that these seemingly insignificant decisions were threads in a vast, invisible web. A web meticulously spun to ensnare fortunes. And the lesson he learned that day, we'll get to that. But first, you need to understand how deep this rabbit hole goes. The digital age ushered in an era of effortless access. Streaming services, productivity apps, music subscriptions, each promising to simplify his life for a small monthly fee. He barely noticed the auto renewals, the forgotten trials, the services he rarely used. They were just part of the background noise. Online shopping became a reflex. Need it now? Pay extra for expedited shipping. That instant gratification, the desire to bypass the wait, became another routine surcharge. He acquired more, faster, but at what true cost to his future self? The convenience felt like freedom, but it was anything but. Companies learned to package options, giving the illusion of choice, while subtly guiding him towards the most convenient and often most expensive path. Pre-selected upgrades, bundled services, designed to bypass his critical thinking. He wasn't choosing, he was being led. Think about it. How many times have you clicked accept without reading the terms? How many optional add-ons have you blindly agreed to just to move forward? The system relies on your mental fatigue, your desire for speed. Would you have spotted these traps, or would you, like Alex, have succumbed to the relentless march of convenience? As Alex's income grew, so did the stakes. He considered investing, but the complexity felt daunting. Let experts handle it, he thought, opting for a managed fund with a seemingly small annual fee. He felt responsible, yet he was unknowingly paying a silent tribute to convenience. What seemed like a mere 1 to 2% annual fee on a managed fund compounded over decades didn't just subtract that percentage from his returns. It subtracted the potential growth of that percentage. It was a silent, insidious thief, stealing not just capital, but future compounding power. Alex believed he was delegating, smartly. He believed he was investing in his future. He had no idea he was systematically amputating huge chunks of it. These seemingly rational financial choices, driven by the desire for ease, were slowly, relentlessly pushing him towards a point of no return. And then, everything changed. The biggest decision, buying a home. The mortgage process felt overwhelming, so he chose the all-in-one service, the one that handled everything, from finding the lender to processing the paperwork. It was a beacon of ease amidst a sea of stress. He paid premium broker fees, unknowingly accepting a slightly higher interest rate for the sake of simplicity. Over 30 years, that seemingly minor percentage point would cost him tens of thousands, perhaps even hundreds of thousands. The true cost of his convenient dream home was monumental. Years passed. Alex started noticing the discrepancies. Friends with similar incomes had larger nest eggs, more financial freedom. A gnawing suspicion began to form. He wasn't just paying for convenience, he was paying for a carefully constructed illusion, a quiet betrayal by the very systems he trusted. The villain wasn't a single person, but a pervasive, almost invisible system. A system that capitalized on human nature, our inherent desire for the path of least resistance. It offered comfort and simplicity as bait, only to extract disproportionate value in return. This wasn't just about lost money, it was about lost opportunities, the freedom to pursue a passion, to retire early, to weather an unexpected crisis. Each convenience fee was a tiny brick in a wall, slowly enclosing him, limiting his choices, dictating his future. A recent study found that the average person spends over $2,000 annually on unused subscriptions and convenience fees alone. That's a minimum of $200,000 over a working lifetime, before factoring in investment losses. Imagine the impact of that money, invested, not spent. The numbers are staggering, yet we ignore them. Fueled by a new burning anger, Alex began to investigate. He combed through old statements, canceled forgotten subscriptions, confronted hidden fees. It was tedious, frustrating work, unraveling years of automated decisions. But with each discovery, a sliver of light pierced the darkness. He calculated the compound interest lost on those coffee purchases, the difference in his mortgage interest rate over decades, the accumulated service charges on every delivery. The total was a gut punch, a lifetime's worth of financial potential quietly evaporated. This wasn't just a revelation, it was a revolution. Alex started cooking more, brewing his own coffee, canceling unnecessary services. He opened a low-cost index fund, understanding the true power of passive investment. Each small step felt like reclaiming a piece of himself, a small victory against the silent adversary. But the past remained. The years lost, the growth foregone, the opportunities missed. They were gone forever. He could mitigate future damage, but the true cost of convenience was irreversible. That realization hit him like a cold wave, a profound sense of regret for the life that might have been. He was wiser, yes, but also scarred. He carried the weight of what he hadn't known, a constant reminder of the unseen forces at play. His struggle wasn't just about personal finance. It was about waking up to a world designed to keep you comfortable, compliant, and unknowingly poorer. The ultimate revelation wasn't just about money. It was about time. The time he spent working to earn the money that went to convenience fees. The time he lost on future possibilities because his wealth wasn't compounding. Convenience wasn't saving him time, it was stealing it, often decades worth from his freedom. The true villain, he discovered, wasn't just the system. It was his own psychological bias for immediate gratification. The system merely exploited it. Our primal desire for ease, our aversion to friction, makes us willing participants in our own financial undoing. Are you willing to trade future freedom for present comfort? To let unseen hands guide your financial destiny, one convenient click at a time? The choice ultimately is yours. But understand this, the cost of convenience isn't just a number, it's the sum total of your unlived life. Alex began to teach others. He showed them how to identify these silent drains, how to embrace the inconvenience of self-sufficiency. Because true freedom, true wealth isn't found in shortcuts. It's built brick by laborious brick by making conscious, informed choices. The paradigm shifts not when you earn more, but when you stop losing. When you realize that every penny saved, every conscious effort made, is an investment in your future self.